Hi, here's me cheating with a filter because I couldn't be bothered with foundation or makeup today. Today's video on media and online, information, the news, is about statistics and figures. Now, this is a really complex topic, but Robert Jenricks of the Tories is trying this bit of manipulation at the moment, so I thought it would be topical and fun to cover it. You see, Jenricks at the moment is demanding that immigration crime figures are released to the UK. Even if they were, it would be really misleading and manipulative. And why is that? Well, it's pretty straightforward, really. You see, if I released all the crime statistics for every single, Quaker who wears a black hat even once a year, but I released no other contrasting statistics, it would appear that Quakers who wear black hats a lot commit an awful lot of crime, because you would have no contrast. So you wouldn't have the overall number of Quakers who wear black hats to realise very few Quakers who wear black hats commit crimes. You would also not have crimes for the general population released with that, and then you would totally not be aware that Quakers with black hats out of the whole population commit very, very, very few crimes compared to everyone else. Or as an overall group. Or that Quakers as an overall group commit very, very few crimes. By the way, this is hypothetical. I actually haven't checked the crime stats for Quakers, but, it's an example. It will do. See, now what Jenricks is doing right now is demanding the release of crime statistics for migrant groups, but he is not demanding the release of crime statistics for the overall population in the UK. And if they're released, just those migrant crime stats, people will be left with the impression migrants commit a really disproportionate amount of crime, when the reality is they commit the same or less than any other population. Although food theft is a common crime, which they do commit at higher rates, and that's because they don't get enough money to live off. Jenricks is not, I'm sure, going to be releasing statistics showing that 42% of last summer's rioters had priors for kiddie crimes, violence against women and girls, theft, drug dealing, financial crime. 41 to 42%. It was 68% in one area of Essex. So nearly 70% of one group of rioters had committed serious violent crimes, theft, all sorts of priors. Basically, they were a group of criminals. If you only released the crime stats for that one group in Essex to the UK or to another country, and you told them that was just white people who are English, they'd think all white people who are English were as criminal and violent as them. Of course not, though, yeah? Because other rioting groups only had 42%, still very high, and the overall population figure for that is very, very low. You need full data, not just for one group, or it is manipulative.